Controlled Chaos here. I have an idea for a new archetype for Say Heroes. I'm calling it the Conqueror. Let me tell you all about it right now. So basically, this Conqueror would be sort of like a controller or a dominator with some differences. More like a dominator than a controller. The idea is that its primary power would be melee attacks. Its secondary power set would be control abilities. And the more enemies that are under control, such as roots, sleeps, holds, things like that, the more damage the Conqueror would do. I think this would be really interesting. It could work out really well with the different types of controls and the different types of melee attacks and things like that. We could do really interesting things that would be really nice. And it would give a unique ability to the Conqueror in the fact that the more enemies that are held, the more damage is done. And I really like that idea. I think it fits in well with the name because they're dealing with the damage. They're trying to conquer their opponents by holding them in place and doing a lot of damage. That is interesting in itself. Just to let you guys know, I am doing this year the Great Cycle Challenge, which is I am cycling 300 miles in September to raise funds for kids fighting cancer. This is a charity event. A link is down in the description if you want to put into the fundraiser. It would be greatly appreciated. The money does not go to me. It goes directly to the charity itself of the Great Cycle Challenge. I've done this for 3 years in a row. I really love doing this. This is a cause deep to my heart because when I was growing up, my best friend had cancer and passed away from it. So I want to see the ability for kids to be able to beat cancer. And that's why I do this charity. But I have one more idea to go along with this that fits in the same realm for an archetype. And this one I'm calling the Subduer. And the Subduer, what they do is they are, once again, dominator-like, except their primary is control, their secondary is ranged attacks. And their specialty is the more they're attacking the enemy, the longer the roots or holds or sleeps or whatever will last. And I think that's a really interesting idea. And the way this could work, especially for the Subduer, is the fact that it would be, if it's a one person hold, every hit done, it's a small enhancement to the hold. Where it's a group of holds, it's a little bit stronger capability of holding them there because there's more opponents to attack them. And I think it would give a little bit more survivability to it. Whereas the Conqueror is dealing out more damage that are being held, so he's able to take them out quicker. The Subduer would be taking them out at regular pace, but would be able to hold them longer as long as they're able to get their shots, their hits in. And I think that'd be very, very interesting in that effect. Because with the Conqueror, you're going to do your holds and then you're going to have to run in there and quickly do the damage. And then with the Subduer, you're going to do your holds and then from range hit them and do it that way. And it's sort of a contrast of each, because the Subduer, you're wanting to subdue them longer. You're wanting to keep them under your influence and your will longer. And that's why I want the holds and the roots to last longer the more you're putting out damage. And then for the Conqueror, like I said, you are doing more damage, the more people you are holding because you're conquering over them. And I like these ideas a lot. They're very easy to implement with a little bit of code change to add in the conquering capabilities of doing more damage the more people you have rooted or held, and then also doing a longer root or hold for the subduer with the consistency of damage you're putting out would be that's the one thing that would need to be coded in to change that and make that difference. But a lot of the private servers for City of Heroes have coders on them and the capabilities to do this. The servers that I think that would be able to pull this off most likely is Thunder Spy, Rebirth, and Homecoming. Those are the three that I think could really pull this off the best. And I believe in the order that I'd actually put it is I'd put Thunder Spy first, I put Homecoming second, and Rebirth third. And the reason I'm putting in that order is because Thunder Spy has done a lot of custom code changes with the archetypes. They've built their own archetypes, done custom things to them, things like that. So they have the advantage there. Then Homecoming, they've also done the same thing, but they haven't done heavy manipulation with game systems and stuff like that. And that's where Thunder Spy comes into effect. Rebirth, I think, can do it because they've done a little bit of that, but they've been mainly doing the more costume pieces and things like that. And that's why I put them in third place of the whole entire idea. The other servers, such as Purgatory, Freedom, and stuff like that, they have like smaller development teams. So they're like mainly one person, maybe two people teams, and so it would take them longer to implement. But I welcome them to go ahead and put this in. I would just love to see the idea put into effect. But let me know what you guys think of the idea for the Conqueror and the Subduer down below, and have a great day.